Welcome back to our module, our lessons. Uh, Today, before I start again, I just want to introduce my name. My name is Antonieta Dumabok, your teachers for today. Today we will tackle about technology, Education Technology 1, Module 002. Our objective today are all about planning for media usage. No learners are alike, and everybody is an individual who embodies significant characteristic which is special. That is why teachers should learn the right approach to teach different students with different learning style. The module aims to discuss the essential requirements to integrate technology and media in educational instruction. It also explains the different approaches of teaching and their corresponding steps for integration into the classroom structure. The module will also explain the proper process of technology integration in education. Essential condition for technology integration. For technology to have the desired impact on improved teaching learning, several conditions must be in place. Next, shared vision for technology integration. This requires coordinated schools and district planning with teachers and the personnel at all levels, budgeting yearly amounts for technology purchase with increment funding, emphasizing teachers' training, matching technology to curriculum needs, and keeping current and building in flexibility. Standards and curriculum support, technology and content. Area and standard are designed to support each other. Required policies. Policies are in place to ensure legal, ethical use, safe internet use and equality. Access to hardware, software and other resources. There is adequate funding purchasing. Procedures are organized and effective, and procedures are in place to set up and maintain technology resources. Train personnel. Staff development that includes hands-on integration emphasis, training over time, modeling, mentoring and coaching, and post-training access to technology resources. Technical assistance. Continuing support for diagnostic and maintenance problems for teachers and student computers. Appropriate teaching and assessment approach, teaching strategies that are matched to needs, and assessment strategies that are matched to the types of learning being measured. Figure 1 is technology integration in the process of using technology in education. This is all about computer. Technology integration approaches or cooperative learning approach. An approach where students work as a team in learning academic contents and skills to address important social and human relation goals and objectives. Although schools certainly can teach of cooperative work without technology resources, a growing body of evidences documents students' appreciation of cooperative works as both more motivating and easier to accomplish when it uses technology. This figure 2 is jigsaw strategy or techniques for cooperative approach. The students are doing their jigsaw strategy and then next technology integration approach or Inquire approach. Technology is a systematic view of finding answer to daily inquiries, suggesting solution to problem situations or simply finding expressions for one's curiosity. This is sometimes referred as a problem-solving method with the following steps: statement of the problem, formulating hypotheses or gathering data, checking hypotheses or formulating conclusions. Next, problem-based learning or PBL. PBL's the goal is to develop higher order thinking skills by providing students with authentic context for learning and engage students in authentic tasks. Through the process of working together, articulating theories or creating hypotheses, and critical discussing ideas of others, students move to deeper levels of understanding of the problems. The self-directed learning strategies are developed in PBL may help foster student lifelong learning. Discovery learning. Discovery learning, this approach emphasizes that learning is an active process in which learners construct new ideas and concepts based upon their prior knowledge and experience. Experiential learning. Experiential learning is, according to Johnson 1994, experiential learning is based upon three assumptions. We have that you learn best when you are personally involved in the learning experiences. Second, that knowledge has to be discovered by yourself if it is to mean anything to you or make difference in your behavior. Lastly, the commitment to learning is the highest when you are free to set your own learning goals and actively purpose or pursue them within a given framework. Technology integration and approach or integrative approach. This is approach emphasizes an interdisciplinary approach to teaching. Value education is integrated in teaching math or any subject area. Constructivist approach. This is an approach wherein students continuously revisit previously accumulated experiences and understanding and construct or create new concepts as they interact daily with the environment. In this approach, the learners are trained to be reflective or inquisitive discoverers, critical thinkers, and creative. Teachers serves as the pathfinder of the pupils' knowledge about a concept by providing creative, self-regulated learning approach. This is learning strategy where a learner is intrinsically motivated to seek and explore ways of enhancing his or her own learning. This is all about integration approaches. Technology integration approaches is the multiple intelligence approach. The multiple intelligence approach is an approach that acknowledges the following ideas about how children learn. First, children learn in different ways of styles. Second, children prefer to learn according to their areas of interest. Third, children have different facets of intelligence. Fourth, each phase of individual's intelligence must be equally valued or recognized. Fifth, children activities involve blend of different facets of intelligence. Sixth, children intelligence can be developed and enhanced through the use of a wide range of tools in the cultural environment. 7. Children are capable to deal with different types of information represented by the multiple intelligences such as verbal linguistic intelligence, logical mathematical intelligence, visual spatial intelligence, bodily kinetic intelligence, music intelligence, musical intelligence, interpersonal intelligence, intrapersonal intelligence, naturalist physical word intelligence, and essential intelligence. So this is a multiple intelligence approach. So figure 3 is the 21st century skills. In 21st century skills, we have six strategy. We have communicating, collaborating, analytical thinking, problem solving, finding and evaluating information, and creating and innovating. This is all about the 21st century skills. The 21st century skills are a set of abilities that students need to develop in order to succeed in the information age. The partnership for 21st century skills lists three types. So we have three types in 21st century skills. We have a learning skills, literacy skills, and life skills. Learning skills are follow critical thinking, creative thinking, collaborating, and communicating. Literacy skills is information literacy, media literacy, technology literacy. And the third is life skills. Life skills is flexibility, initiative, social skills, productivity, or leadership. This is all about the 21st century skills. General guideline in using educational technologies. We have purpose. Purpose is ask yourself what you are trying to accomplish and why this instructional aid is important. Define objectives. Objectives is a clearly defined objectives are essential for planning the lessons and selecting and using instructional aids. Flexibility. Flexibility is the same instructional aids can satisfy many different purposes. Next, diversity. Diversity is use a variety of materials, media, and resources to develop and maintain interest of students. Next, development. Development is also instructional aids must be related to the age, maturity, ability, and interest of students. Content. Content is content you must know the content of the instructional materials to determine how to use them and how to make the best of them. Guide learners. Guide learners is focus students' attention on a specific thing to attend while viewing, listening, or reading the materials. Evaluation results. Evaluation result is check students' reaction and consider your own reactions to the instructional aids. Next, we have design development of educational technology. You have principle and description. Principle is meaningfulness. Meaningfulness is they should contain positive activities. They must contribute to the growth and development of learners. Purpose. They must focus on helping learners to motivate them in the learning process. Appropriateness. They should be appropriate to level it intended in terms of first, vocabulary, second, difficult concept, third, methods of development, fourth, in interest. Breadth. Breadth is they should encompass all around development of varying group of learners. Usefulness or utility. They must be useful to particular teachers as she or he work for a particular groups of learner. Audiovisual aids must help the teachers to deliver the object matter in a better way as well as helping learners to learn the subject matter. Communication effectiveness. They must relay information clearly and effectively. Authenticity. They must present accurate, up-to-date, dependable information. Responsiveness. They must be responsive to the needs and demands of the society. Interest. They should catch the interest of users, stimulate curiosity or satisfy the need to know and encourage creativity and imaginative response among users. Cost effectiveness. The cost per student of media presentation diminishes as the number of students using it increases. Presentation. They must be presented at the right time and at the right way. Portability. They must be handy for the teachers and students to handle it well. Correctness. Correct facts and information must be in the materials for a better learning process. Simplicity. They must be simple by inspiring and for the learners and should not confuse them. They must be simple but show creativity. Assessment. The purpose of evaluating the technology is needed to further revision and improvements. This is all about design and development educational technologies. Next, instructional design model or ADI model. The ADI model is a systematic instructional design model consisting of 5 phases. First, analysis. Second, design. Third, development. Fourth, implementation. And fifth, evaluation. The 5 pieces of ADI are as follows. First, analysis. Analysis. During analysis, the designer identifies the learning problem, the goals and objectives, the audience needs, existing knowledge, and any others relevant characteristics. Analysis also consider the learning environment and constraints, the delivery option and timeline for the project. Design. Design as a systematic process of specifying learning objectives. Detailed storyboard and prototypes are often made, and the look and feel, graphic design, user interface, and content is determined here. Development. Development is the actual creation or production of the content and learning materials based on the design phase. Implementation. Implementation. During implementation, the plan is put into action and procedures of training. For training, the learners and teachers is developed. Materials are delivered or distributed to the student group. After delivery, the effectiveness of the training materials is evaluated. Evaluation. Evaluation is the phase consists of first formative and second summative evaluation. Formative evaluation is involved gathering information during the early stages of the design process with a focus finding out whether efforts are relating as planned in covering any obstacle, barriers or unexpected opportunities that may have emerged and identify made project adjustment and correction which can help ensure the success of the project. Summative evaluation is the process of collecting data following implementation of the project in order to determine itself its effectiveness, and satisfy the instructional objectives. Second, the Assure model. The Assure model is an instructional system design, or ISD, process that was modified to be used by teachers in the regular classroom. The ISD process is one which teachers and trainers can use to design and develop the most appropriate learning environment. This was constructed by Robert Hinich or Michael Molinda of Indiana University. The Assure model analyze learners, state objectives, select media and materials, utilize media and materials, requires learning participation, evaluation, and revise. Those are the instructional design model. Next, human factors affecting the selection of educational. Human factors is one is human factors. Learner factors refer to learner differences that can influence media choice. A. Individual differences. Research suggests that learner differ in their preference for learning by observing visual learners or by listening audio learners. Their perception of a given message, a factor of past or past experience, and often cultural differences exist, or their understanding of the convention used by various media, language, and technical drawing use. B. Attention span, factor that affect how long learner can attend to one type of task, age and interest, learner's motivation. C. Number of learners. Select media that are well suited to the group size you have, or if this is difficult, modify the group or instructor to media you have. D. Physical disabilities of learners or poor vision, having dyslexia, color blindness, or etc. Second, teacher 1.2 or teachers factors refer to those factors that affect the success of media implementation. Second, instructional methods. The methods of instruction dictates or limits our choice of presentation media. Is it self-regulated learning methods or lecture, expository? Third, practice constraints. Administrative and economic constraints both limit choice to methods and media. A. Objectives. B. Availability. C. Times. D. Resources. 10 Commandment in creating learning presentation materials. Next, don't overcrowd. Be concise in format, layout, and conversation. Use appropriate types and points uses. Use bold and italics for emphasis, but don't overuse them. Use titles, headings, and subheadings to clarify and guide. Use number to direct through sequences. Use graphics and illustration to reinforce idea. Use symbols and icons and identifying markers. And use colors, audio, music to stimulate but not to overpower the senses. Or produce the materials with technical excellence, good quality, good audio, and clear. This is the 10th commandment in creating learning presentation materials. Next, consideration and the decision to select the best delivery. Consider the goal, learner characteristics, the learning and performance context, objectives, and assessment requirements. Second, review the instructional analysis and identify logical grouping of objectives that will be taught in appropriate sequences. Third, plan the learning components that will be used in the instructions. Fourth, choose the most effective student grouping for learning. Fifth, specific effective media and materials that are within the range of cost, convenience, and practicality for the learning context. This is the consideration and decision to select the best delivery. Next, evaluating and instructional resources. In evaluating instructional resources, several questions you should ask yourself are important, regardless of the type of resource you are considering. Does the content match the curriculum? Is the content accurate, up-to-date, and appropriate for the student? Do the material teach or reinforce learning effectively? Do these resources enhance instruction? And is the resource easy for the teachers and students to use? Are the materials of high quality technically? Is the use of this resource practical for May teachings, seating, cost-needed equipment? This is the evaluating instructional resources. So in figure 5, we have the structure of ADDIE model. ADDIE model is, we have a 5 ADDIE model, like first, analysis, second, design, third, develop, fourth, implement, and fifth, evaluate. Analysis is a systematic exploration of the way things are and the way things should be. The difference is the performance gap. Design. Design, if the analysis identifies a performance gap, the design phase will outline the performance objectives. Develop. Using the information gathering, the analysis, and the design phase, the performance solution is created. Implement. This includes the delivery of the performance solution. Evaluate. Measurement of how well the performance solution achieve the objectives. This is the structure of ADDIE model. Next, we have Assure. Figure 5, the structure of Assure model. We have analysis, analyze learners, state objectives, select methods, media and materials, utilize media materials, required learners' participation, evaluate and revise. This is the structure of Assure model. So this is our lessons for today, and study hard and good luck to all. Thank you, and see you the third module. Goodbye.